Okay. We have push record. All right, we're going to work on things today that have to do with body language. Body language is something that's important in the unspoken world, and how we stand is a huge part of body language. How we posture, how we move. Are we standing in dominance? Are we standing in submission? So we're going to get back to basics, and we're going to really look at how to stand properly. We're going to start with our feet parallel, hips width apart. This is your ASIS. This is your pubic symphysis. Midway in between is hips width apart. So now that your feet are hips width apart, we would like you to get your feet parallel and then push down with your big toe and the corresponding metatarsal head, outer four toes and the corresponding metatarsal heads, but especially that pinky toe. Get that pinky toe down and you'll notice that draws your weight forward. Then finally, drop your heel down and see how that anchors you down, but is not where you carry the majority of your weight. 1/3 the weight is going to go through your toes, 1/3 the weight through the balls of your feet, so you can feel how much of that weight is forward, and then finally you're going to drop the weight down in your heels. Abs are nice and tight, and then you're going to slightly bend your knees, turn your knees out, and that's going to change the weight distribution over your feet. Fire up your calves, your quads, elongate through your abs. We're going to turn on first chakra, your pelvic floor, second chakra, your lower abs, third chakra, your upper abs, as you draw your shoulder blades down and back. You're going to really suck in that tummy and activate core stabilization of the transverse abdominis. Head is over the top of the body, and we're just standing and breathing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. See what it feels like to stand. This is something we don't work on during the day, is upright posture. And breath. Okay? Now you're going to tuck your chin in. This is going to be harder than you think, because most of the time we're craning our head out using our smartphones or computers or driving cars. You're going to bring your head back. Draw your shoulder blades down back. Abs nice and tight. There's a little wolfie you came in to visit. The door's open. I opened it. Okay? And now we're going to work on facial expression. So we're going to work on the fascia of the face that we seldom work on. So you're going to grab into your hairline your fingertips. And what you're going to do is you're going to pull down the skin of your forehead as you try to raise up your forehead. So you're lifting up, holding the skin of your forehead down and lifting up the muscles. It's called the frontalis muscle. You're pulling it down, you're trying to create a counter reaction. You're trying to get that muscle to activate. Okay? Keep breathing, and then we're going to reverse it. You're going to push your fingers up into your scalp, and you're going to try to bring your eyebrows down.
Wolfie's trying.
Yeah. See? Wolfie's helping us. Okay? Now that you got that, you're just going to go back and forth with pulling your fingers down, lifting up your eyebrows, and then pushing your fingers into your scalp, trying to bring your eyebrows down. You're lifting and lowering your eyebrows as you push your fingers up into your hairline. And then you're just going to hold stable your hairline, and you're just going to lift up your eyebrows, and we're going to hold. It's turning on the muscles of your forehead. And you're going to see how much tension you accidentally carry in your face, because you're going to feel it in your shoulders. I want you to shake out your shoulders. See how much more mobility you have of your eyebrows and your forehead? We're going to continue as you put your fingers on your eyebrows. You're going to pull your eyebrows down, and you're going to try to lift your eyebrows up. Again, we're working that frontalis muscle. Lift up, lift up, lift. And then now you're going to put your fingers underneath your eyebrows. You're going to lift your eyebrows up as you kind of try to bring your eyebrows down. So what we're doing is activating all the muscles of facial expression. Okay, fingers go on top as you lift your eyebrows up. Keep your abs engaged, your head over the top of your body. Your chin will want to stick out. Don't let it stick out. And now fingers underneath. Bring your eyebrows down. And then lift and lower, going back and forth. You're just activating muscles, giving more dynamic facial expression, and then shake out your arms again. You should feel like you can move your eyebrows all over the place. Now you're going to take your fingers, your middle fingers specifically, to the inside of your eyebrows, and you're going to squidgy up your eyebrows like you're scrutinizing something or you're angry. It should be very familiar in this day and age. Okay, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Those eyebrows together. And then, keeping your fingers on top of your eyebrows, you're going to push your eyebrows together and you're going to try to separate them. Try not to use your neck. I know you're going to want to use your neck to make a facial expression. We don't want to do that. And then pull them apart, try to bring them together. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And bring them together, trying to separate them apart now. And try to bring them together again. And then you can just kind of rub the crest of your eyebrow, just relaxing everything out as you shake your arms out again. Keep your abs engaged. We're going to go to the outer corner of your eyebrow. You're going to hold your eyebrows down like you're trying to be sad when you're not. And you're going to lift your eyebrows up. You're going to work on getting the outer corner of your eyebrows to lift up. And then you're going to reverse it. You're going to get to the underside. You're trying to squidgy your eyes down. That is a technical term, not to be used by amateurs. Lift your eyebrows back up again. And fingers go to the underside of your eyebrows as you squidgy your eyes together again. Keep your abs engaged. Don't let your abs shut off. And one last time, you're trying to pull them down, lift your eyebrows up. And good. You should feel like your eyebrows are extremely expressive. Yeah. It's almost like you could talk through your eyebrows right now. Now you're going to put your fingers underneath your eyebrows and your thumbs underneath your eyeballs, not in your eyeballs, underneath. And you're going to open your fingers up and you're going to try to close your eyes. So you're squidging up those eyeballs again. This time we're affecting the lower half of the eyeball. This is the orbicularis oris. Squeegee, squeegee, squeeze it up. And good. You're going to go to the outer edge, the outer canthus of your eye. You're going to make it like you're making fun of an Asian person. You're going to pull it, and then you're going to try to bring your eyes closed. Don't do it too hard, just enough that there's pressure. And then relax. Your vision might be a little blurry after that one, and that's okay. And then you're going to go to, this is called your zygoma. You're going to go just superior to your zygoma. You're going to lift up, and you're going to smile. You're lifting all those muscles up. And then we're going to grab the top half of the zygoma and we're going to pull down as you smile up again. We're just trying to create resistance so your muscles have to activate. Keep your abs engaged. I know your tummy is going to want to shut off during this. Lift up again, smile up again. And down again, smile up again. Now we're going to go to the inner canthal folds of the nose. You're going to put your fingers on it as you pull down slightly and smile up. Do this while you're standing in line at a bank. Okay, now put your fingers in the same spot, lift up, and you're going to try to smile down. You can open your mouth, you can do different things. Try to squidgy up your nose. Again, that technical term, not meant for the amateur. Then lift up, smile up. Okay, good. Then you're going to go to the just below the zygoma, the bone of your face. You're going to push up, lift up. You're going to smile up. You can move your jaw around on this one. We're working masseter muscle. And then you're going to pull down on it. Same thing. Smile up. Very powerful muscle. Push up, smile up. Pull down, smile up. So we're fighting gravity with muscle. Okay? Then we're going to follow this crease all the way down to the side of our mouth down here. And then we're going to smile up as we resist and create energy down. Smile. And then you're going to push up. Smile. You're just going back and forth, creating this contrast in the activation of the muscles. Facial expression is a huge part of body language. Lift up, smile up. Now we're going to go after a very powerful muscle. This is the attachment of the masseter and temporalis muscles. It's right here at the angle of your jaw. Where you meet the angle of your jaw, you're going to lift up, smile up. Smile. You can wiggle your jaw around. And then you can pull down, same thing, wiggle around. And you may hear your ears pop, and that's a good thing. Just go back and forth from lifting and lowering the direction of your hands. Keep your abs engaged. I know this is not much, but this is increasing a whole lot of circulation to your face and muscular activation you don't typically have to your face, because we lock into one facial expression. And hopefully that's not resting bitch face. Okay, we're going to go out to the sides. This is the temporalis muscle. This is where you get your temporal headache from. You can see where Mario is holding. You're going to lift like you're trying to lift your ears up. And then you go smile hard. You can feel that muscle contract. And you can do the different parts of it as you're lifting it up. So it's a band of muscle, like across the side of your head. So you can work this. Keep your abs engaged. Mario's earlier comment was meant for you guys and not for me. And then pull it down, smile up. Next time you get a headache, this is what you're going to do. All these different facial expression muscles. Because especially if you've been frowning all day long, undoing it gets a very different energy and continence in your system. Okay, now you're going to massage out. These are called your suboccipital muscles in the back of your head. Keep your abs engaged. So we're working facial expression. You'll see why on this. After this one, we're going to do a platysma exercise. That's really going to change your facial expression, but your body language as well. Abs are engaged. Okay, shake out your arms. They should be pretty tired. Keep your abs engaged. We're going to do our last one for the facial expression. You're going to put your fingers underneath your chin. You're just going to hook it in front of your chin. Then you're going to tuck your chin in. And you're going to resist by pushing up And you're gonna pull your chin to your chest. And you're gonna do sets of that. Try to keep your jaw relaxed since you know what your jaw feels like. Use those thumbs. And you're doing just bringing your chin to your chest. As you do, tighten up your abs. Keep your head tucked in. Don't let your head jut out. It's not this. It's bringing your head back. Okay, and then you can take your hands, put it more towards the outside, but don't put it on your arteries. It's on the bone. Tuck your chin in first. And then pull your chin to your chest.
Can you do that voice again?
Yes, I can. Abs are nice and tight. And good. Release your hands. Just notice how more agile your face feels. How it's easier to elicit a smile, how it is to lift up your eyebrows, how it's to create facial expression because we have activated the muscles of your face. We're going to continue on this vein of working upper body language. And you should feel like there's blood flow to your face, which is just great because we don't realize blood flow is also body language. So in this position, you're just going to draw your shoulder blades down and back, and we're going to pump the head back. You're just bringing your head back. All day long we stick it out, we're gonna tuck it in. You're tucking your chin in, you're tucking your face in. It's like you just walked into a wall of something smelly and you wanna get away from it. Ugh, you know, that's kind of thing. But we're gonna keep the weight forward and toes, abs engaged. And you should feel those posterior and neck muscles starting to get tired. That's why we want the abs on, because the abs ultimately protect the neck. Okay, hands go to stick them up. Keep your chin tucked in. Turn your pinkies facing backwards. Pump your arms backwards. These work your rhomboids now. So we find out that the rhomboids help the head stay back and give us a nice facial expression. Smile up, keep the chin tucked in. Tuck that chin in. Abs are nice and tight. Sucking in your tummy. Suck it in even more. Try to get your navel to your spine. Do not clench your butt. And good. Arms go down. Chest stays up. Tuck that chin in. Pump those arms back. Keep the weight over your toes. Suck that navel to your belly. Just pump backwards. Not a big deal. But you're seeing how the posterior back muscles really affect facial expressions. So smile up. Smile, smile. Everyone looks too serious. And then arms go out to your sides. Chest up. Pump those arms back. Chest open, abs tight. Suck that navel to your spine. Okay, arms will go into this position. We're going to start here and externally rotate. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in that tummy. Oh yeah, the shoulders should be sore. Keep your chin tucked in. Try to draw that energy to your navel. Even though you feel your shoulders dying, I want you to pull that work to your navel. This is really helpful if you're trying to land a jumbo jet and you're trying to give it directions on which way to go on the runway. Okay? Arms come out to your sides. You're Robbie the Robot. Abs are nice and tight. Only you're going to externally rotate your arms. Keep your chin tucked in. It'll really want to stick out on this one. Keep your abs engaged. Really take it out. Give your shoulder blades a good squeeze. Your abs are tightening at the end too. Suck in that tummy. See if your smile feels different. Feel if your face feels more expressive. You're opening up a whole lot of body language. Smiles up! Because I can see when you smile down now because you have more facial expression activation. Okay, good. All right. We're going to get the block now. Block will go underneath your, left foot. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Shoulder blades are down and back. We're going to first just open things up. Suck in that tummy. First, second, third chakras are on. Feet are parallel, knees are over tops of feet. You are pumping your hips forward. Always in this class, feet will be parallel unless we tell you not to make them parallel. So check back in to make sure those feet are parallel. Suck in that tummy. Notice how much easier it is to bring your head back. So you see how the calf could change your facial expression and your head carriage and lock you into certain body language that we don't want to get locked into. So just open that up. Abs are nice and tight as you do hip circles now. Just opening up the various divisions, the lateral head and the medial head of the gastroc. Try not to move your head too much. It'll move, but we don't want it moving a lot. Suck in your tummy.
Opposite direction?
Yes, opposite direction. That's what I was just going to say.
I just said it.
I know. Okay, staying in this position, you're going to focus on your right arm. We're going to pull apart our arms. Pull them apart. You're ripping apart your arms. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. We're first going to start out with hatcheting. You're going to throw an axe. Keep your abs engaged. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. Keep breathing. And now we're going to focus on that right. Oh, okay. 8. I knew that. 9. 10. You're going to focus on that right shoulder. Keep the energy in the right shoulder as you move your arms around. So you're focusing on stabilizing that right shoulder. Even though the left shoulder is doing exactly the same thing, we're focusing the energy on the right side. This is also giving us the opportunity to lengthen our calves. Keep our pelvic floor stabilized and sucking in our tummies. Okay, good.
7.
Okay. 8, 9, 10. Maria's having troubles counting today. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. Again, you're focusing on the right shoulder, so we're going to push a little bit over to the left. You're going to push your hands together, up and down. Majority work is in that right shoulder. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Smiles are way up.
Seven.
Okay. I thought I was looking over to make sure we were on 7. 9. 10. Same thing. Focus on that right shoulder as you move things around. So you're focusing right. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Do not clench your butt.
Seven.
See, I got it again. 9. 10. Good. Abs are nice and tight. Sucking your tummy. We're just going to lean over to the right. Try to get everything to lean. Keep your abs engaged. Now, you're going to move your mouth around. We're like trying to relax your jaw, relax your lips, move them around. Because you can feel the fascial attachment all the way down in your abdomen, the side of your body, and into your neck. That would prevent you from
Keep
making...
your abs engaged, pelvic floor lifted.
Again, she was looking at you when she said that. Okay, just go to the opposite side, same thing. Foot stays on the block. Push your hips over to the right first. Drop it over. Let your right arm hang and make your facial expressions. Disconnecting the relationship of your mouth to your shoulder or neck muscles.
Abs stay engaged.
They are. Suck in that tummy. Okay, good. Come back up. We switch sides. It's going to feel super funky. Be careful. Balance and stability will be off a little bit. Feet are parallel. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy. Just drop the heel down. We're opening up the gastrocnemius. Shoulder blades are down and back. You're going to pump your hips forward. Feel what that feels like to turn on your abs. Your smiles are up. Ooh, notice how much tighter this side feels than where you left off on the other side, and that's the trick that the brain can play on you.
20.
Okay, abs are nice and tight. Hip circles. Try not to move your head. We're moving our hips. Suck in that tummy. Smiles up. We did all that nice work to get your face
Opposite
dynamic.
direction.
Yes, I need to go the opposite direction. Ooh, stretch out that calf muscle.
10.
Okay. We're gonna do it again. You're interlock your fingers. You're trying to rip apart. You're focusing on your left shoulder. Abs are nice and tight. Suck in that tummy. You're gonna lift and lower. Keep your chest up. Keep your abs engaged. We're stretching out the calves and stabilizing the shoulders. And this is why rehab of the shoulders can be so daunting, because it involves so many different compartments other than just the shoulder. Abs are engaged. Rip apart those arms.
7.
I knew that. That's why I looked over.
Abs in.
She's talking to you guys.
10.
Okay, here we go. Move those arms around. You're still focusing dynamically on that left shoulder. I know the right shoulder is doing almost exactly the same thing, but figure out how to focus energy into that left shoulder. Keep both arms straight. This will help your golf swing, especially if the course is not level.
10.
Okay, we're gonna push those palms together. We're gonna move it slightly off midline. Abs are nice and tight. We're gonna lift and lower first. Don't change the angle of your elbows. Focus in on that left shoulder. Abs are engaged. Suck in that tummy. Don't you laugh at me. Smiles are up. Focus energy into that left shoulder. You guys' arms are looking great. What number?
8.
I knew that. 10. Okay, keep squeezing. You're gonna move it around. Focus that energy in your left shoulder, even though both shoulders are working. Keep your abs engaged and sucked in. We're keeping the core stabilized as we're lengthening the calves in function.
Seven.
I knew that. Because 7 is the new 10.
10.
Okay. Lean your head over to the left. Try to get everything to bend to the left. And then now, same thing. See if you have a weird mouth connection with this position. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Ooh, stretchy, stretchy. Abs are engaged. And then go. We're going to go the other direction. You're going to lean
Abs
over.
engaged.
Abs engaged. She's talking to you guys. Push everything over to the right. Oh. And then move that mouth around. Work those muscles of mastication. Work facial expression. Lift those eyebrows. Everything disconnected from what's going on with your calves, your butt, abs, lats, neck. And good. Come back up to center. You might feel a little dizzy. Put both feet back down on the ground. Abs are nice and tight. We're going to stabilize everything. Head stays motionless as you now do a hip circle. This is one of the most important hip circles you could do because we have opened everything up. We want to restabilize the head so the head's not moving. Suck in that tummy. And then go in the opposite direction. Okay. Maria's going to finish out the 10. Okay. Roller's going to be off to your right. You're going to grab a hold of that left leg. If you can't grab a hold of it, you can strap it up or put a towel around it. Bring your knees together. This is the most important part. Chest goes up, abs go nice and tight. Now you're going to move your head and neck around to make sure your head and neck are not carrying the stress of your tight quad, because your quad's so tight it can make your neck do funky things. You're going to disconnect that relationship and have the neck do its own thing. Notice what your balance feels like.
Abs in.
Abs are in. Good correction, everyone. This is a really great opportunity to stretch out that left side of your neck. Keep those knees together. Just notice what balance feels like moving your head around. Okay, we are going to switch sides. Ooh, my ankle. Abs are nice and tight. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. Move the head and neck around. Notice if it's easier to balance on one side than the other. Shouldn't be, it should be nice and even. But we can form imbalances, and that's just life. Whoa, 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 don't push me. Just occasionally smile up, see how things feel. Even if you're grabbing the guitar, smile up. Okay, both feet back down again. Squeeze your shoulder blades down and back. You're going to interlock your fingers behind your back, not hard, and if you can't, just put it on your butt, that's fine. You're going to tip your head back and then bring it forward. Keep your abs engaged, especially when you tip it back, it's easy to turn off your abs. And then you'll want to try to rest going forward. Keep your abs tight the whole time. You can add side to side motion as well. Ideally, your ear canals are clearing. Good. Go ahead, release your arms, shake them out. We're going to do something again with that hands behind your back position. You're going to first put your foot on the block. Oh, hello, bird. Okay, interlock your fingers behind your back or put them on your butt. Wherever you are with tightness in your shoulders, abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in your tummy. You're just gonna go forward, straight spine, hold. Keep your abs engaged, suck in that tummy. Keep those feet parallel, keep that pelvic floor on without clenching your butt. You should feel no pressure in your low back, neck, shoulders, knees. If you feel them in any of those places, I want you to tighten the muscles around that area. So if you feel it in your knees, tighten your calves and your quads and your hamstrings. Feel it in your low back, tighten your abs, stick out your butt more. If you feel it in your shoulders, squeeze your shoulder blades down and back, fire up your pecs, your deltoids, your lats, rhomboids. Okay, we're gonna come back up again. You're gonna lean back as far as you can lean. You're going to open up that platysmal muscle again, that anterior neck muscle that we tend to overuse to try to breathe with, and it's not a breathing muscle, it's a muscle of facial expression. And when we overuse it in breathing, we really make our mouths look like it frowns down. You can jut your chin out, that's always fun too. Okay? Go ahead, release those arms, shake it out. We're going to switch sides. So we're working with total fascial planes today. So that's why things are going all the way down from your feet, all the way up to your heads. Okay? In this position, once again, interlock your hands behind you, put your hands on your butt, whatever you can do. Squeeze your shoulder blades down and back, abs nice and tight, forward fold. Suck in that tummy, don't round your spine. If you feel this into any joints, tighten up muscles because we're working muscles and not joints. That includes your low back, which is your spine's a whole bunch of little joints. We don't want to work that. Suck in your tummy. Keep breathing. And we're coming back up again. Straight spine. Lean back as far as you can lean. Move your head, neck around. See if it feels different or the same as the other side. Squeeze those shoulder blades down and back. Try to arch backwards. Get those hips forward. Okay, come back to center, shake out your arms. There's method to this madness. You're gonna need 2 blocks now. They're side by side. Ooh, I have just messed up my little mat. Okay, not everyone can do this. You're gonna put both feet on the block. So the balls of your feet are on the block. You can hold your roller for stability. Abs are nice and tight, shoulder blades are down and back. If you don't have 2 blocks, you can just turn your block a long ways and get your feet closer together. That'll work just fine too. Abs are nice and tight, shoulder blades are down and back. We're gonna start out by just pumping our hips forward. Suck in your tummy, chest up. Try to move your hips forward, the hip joints forward. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. This is lengthening the calf muscle. 7.
16.
Oh, I knew that.
20.
Okay, now here's the hard part. You're gonna do a forward fold. If you can't do a forward fold without putting it into your back, you can use your roller. If not, try to do a forward fold, keeping your spine straight. Work out of your joints. No knees, no backs. No necks, no shoulders. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. Abs are nice and tight. You can take your hands behind your back. This is actually a good place to do it. That'll help you keep your spine straight. Suck in that tummy. Squeeze those shoulder blades down and back. No pressure in your low back. Should be all in your calf muscles because we stretch muscles, not joints. 10 more seconds. Suck in that tummy. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your hands back behind you. Come all the way up. Push your hips forward. Squeeze those shoulder blades down and back. Pump those hips forward. So we're really lengthening the calves, and we see how it affects head position. So draw your chin in. Open the chest up. Very nice, everyone. Take your arms up over top of your head as you push your hips forward. You're gonna go side to side. Smiles are up. We opened up your face. We opened up everything that prevents you from smiling up. So the only thing that's not smiling up is you if you're not smiling up. Okay, go ahead. Come off the 2 blocks. Stand on the ground. See how strange it feels. It feels like you're going to fall over onto your face. That is normal because that's how much lengthening of the calves we just got. Okay? You can put your left knee on the block, right foot out in front of you. We're going to stretch forward now. Forward, forward, forward. Stretch. Abs are nice and tight. This will keep your head over top of your knee as you take your hips side to side. We want to maintain hip mobility. Hip mobility is what makes us safe standing.
10.
Push your hips forward. Deep, 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 deep stretch. Same thing side to side. Suck in that tummy. Suck it in more than you think, and then suck it in even more. No pressure in your low back. You should feel this in your hip. and the anterior muscles, the rectus femoris, maybe even tensor fasciolata. Hey, there's someone little walking by. Okay. Oh, there's another one.
Hey, he got the memo, green and black.
Yeah. Okay, you're gonna take your right hand, grab that left foot, pull it into your bootay. Again, a very technical term. Abs are nice and tight, suck in that tummy, hips side to side. Keep breathing. Smiles up, especially if you have grandkids around.
Okay.
Push those hips even more forward, get a deep stretch. Suck in that tummy, shoulder blades are down and back. And then go ahead, release. We're gonna switch sides. So we start with our bodies over top of block, head is over top of block. Got good alignment, abs are engaged, hips side to side. Keep breathing. Little Menahuni running around that household. Okay, here we go. We're gonna push forward, stretch forward, hips side to side. Try not to move that head. It's all part of something called the riding reflex. And in that riding reflex, we want to keep that head very still. Okay.
20.
Okay, reach back behind you, grab that foot, pull that foot into your booty, hips go side to side. You're opening up that rectus femoris and quite possibly your tensor fasciolata. Keep your abs engaged, no pressure in your low back. We're stretching muscles and not joints.
10.
And then push forward really deep, 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 deep. Oh, this feels nice. Okay, come back out of this. Abs are nice and tight. We shall go into kneeling. So we did a lot of stretching of our calves and lengthening of the calves. And that's typically with the legs straight. So now we have to make sure legs can bend. Chest goes up nice and tall, you're sucking in your tummy. Arms go back behind you, shoulder blades are down and back. My arms are too short. Suck in your tummy, you're just gonna move side to side, opening up your shoulders a little bit in terms of your quads. So your quads can tighten up and put you in a funky behavior. We're gonna keep the shoulders loose in terms of the hips. Billy Ann, she was talking to you guys once again. Okay, then let us go forward. Curl your toes under. Push your heels back. If you feel that excessive pressure into the toes, really push your heels back because we're trying to open up the plantar fascia and the Achilles tendon into the calf muscles. Abs are nice and tight, knees together. Same thing, wiggle those shoulders side to side. Make sure there's no motion you resist because of tightness in your feet. Suck in that tummy. Keep breathing.
10.
Okay. Point your toes. Lift up your knees. So we're stretching that front part of your feet and your toes. Sucking your tummy, chest up. And same thing, just go side to side. Make sure your neck stays nice and loose. It's not even involved. You can smile up because this is just making you happy that you have this much flexibility in your feet. Okay, curl those toes under again. Hands go back behind you. You're wiggling side to side. Keep those knees together. Suck that tummy in. Okay. Point your toes. You can move the blocks aside momentarily. You're going to take the roller out in front of you, and we're going to stretch forward. We're going to see how much the shoulders opened up because we opened up the feet. And you can go side to side and slowly stretch, opening up each side. So we're opening up all the muscles that make you tall and long. We don't want short and squatty. There's a historical M&M's commercial where Red M&M, the really crass one, wishes that he could be human, and as a human, he gets converted into Danny DeVito. And he's all happy because he's short and squatty and bald. Sucking that tummy. We don't want to be Danny DeVito. We want to be tall and long. Oh. Good job, everyone. All right, we do a little pelvic floor work before we do some twist work. Ball on top of block. Make sure that ball's midway between your pubic bone and your tailbone. Abs are nice and tight. Now, you're gonna put your head over the top of the ball. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. Just move that neck around to make sure it's independent of what's going on in your lower half. It should be able to move easily in all directions. You should feel your ear canals wanting to clear. So that brings up a good point. Nothing in the human body has a single function, so as you move your head around, it helps the lymphatics and vascular supply to the brain and the head and the face, but it opens up the ear canals and throat and sinuses. So if you have problems in those areas, you might want to look at how your motion is. Draw the shoulder blades down and back. We're going to do a few sit-ups. You're going to suck in your tummy and then release. Suck in your tummy, release. The other thing we're finding out today is the light switch isn't always where light is. So to get the head back over the body and to affect some of the facial expression muscles, we have to open up the calves and the feet. How weird is that? Remember?
18, 19, 20.
Okay, palm goes up. You're going to try to bend your arm. Your other arm's going to try to resist it. Level out your shoulders, suck in your tummy, and we're going to move through the body. Keep your core engaged, keep that pelvic floor on. Creating opposition, you're working that bicep muscle on the right. You're focusing on the right, even though the left arm is working in the tricep. Okay, other side, you're going to try to bend this arm, you're resisting it. Lift up, abs are nice and tight, and then we're going to rotate. Make sure the shoulders are level, creating an opposition of resistance. Okay, we're going to throw an axe. And we're going to prevent ourselves from throwing an axe. Same thing, rotate your body, keep that opposition energy. You're focusing on the right tricep now. You're breathing. And it's also teaching you to do the work in front of you instead of work somewhere else in your body. Okay? Throw the axe on the left side, so you're focusing on that tricep. Resist it with that right hand, and you're going to twist. Try to keep that right elbow up. Abs are nice and tight. Suck in your tummy. In case we meet space aliens, this is the international greetings. Interstellar greeting. Draw your shoulder blades down back. You're going to take your arms back behind your chest up. Get your head over top of your pelvic floor. And you're going to pump your arms back. Abs are nice and tight. Suck in your tummy. We're working the posterior muscles. And I promise you don't do this much during the day. And that's why we have a tendency to slouch and let that head come forward. which we're going to tuck the chin in as we're doing this. Okay, now a little higher, wider, bring it back. Mario's trying to touch me. And a little higher, wider. Suck in that tummy. This is where the tummy wants to start hanging out. Higher, wider. Just scored a big touchdown. And then up over the top of your head. Palms facing forward, back behind you. Suck in that tummy. Good. And arms down. We're going to take the right leg forward. Suck in that tummy. We're going to work contralateral motion. You're going to take your left elbow to your right knee and then back open. Pretend you're holding a paddle, like you're rowing a boat, and the distance between your hands don't change. So you have to rotate with your torso instead of with your shoulders. Row, row, row your boat. Michael rowed the boat ashore. Abs are nice and tight, suck in your tummy. I used to hate that song. Especially since I didn't like water then. Okay, good. Suck in your tummy, chest up, abs nice and tight. We're gonna stay in this weird configuration. You're gonna take your right hand forward, left hand back on your paddle, and you're gonna bring it together this way. I know you'd never do this, but we're working on muscles. This is homolateral versus contralateral. But you should feel your abs working if you do this correctly. Okay. Staying here, take your right arm back, left hand forward. We're just gonna do a twist. It's like you're in a really big hurry to run. Suck in your tummy. Keep those abs engaged. Good job. We're gonna switch sides. We're gonna put our paddle in our hand, so it's in our right hand. And we're gonna bring it back behind you as you paddle off the left side of the boat. Gotta be able to do same amount on each side, the same amount of rotation, same amount of ease. Otherwise your little canoe is gonna go in a circle, or your kayak. Or you're useless to your crew if you do outrigger canoeing. Suck in that tummy. Okay, we're gonna switch it. You're gonna take your left hand forward, and you're gonna do it this way. Really work those abs. Suck the tummy in. You're not using your chest. You're keeping the distance between your two hands fixed. Number?
9, 10.
Okay. And then we're gonna take that right hand forward, left hand back. You're just gonna twist like you're running. You're really wanting to get a big run going. Suck in your tummy. Okay, good. We're gonna bring both our feet together. So you're gonna put your fingers right below your ears, tuck your chin in, abs nice and tight, and you're gonna jut your chin out without moving your head forward. You can get over your masseter muscles or your temporal mandibular joint as well as you do this. And you can even go into that temporalis muscle again as you do this. But keep your face back. Keep lifting everything up. The goal is to lift up. We're trying to anti-waddle. Waddle is that little hunk of flesh underneath your chin that everyone loves so much. Okay, and good. Shake out your arms. All right, we head to the ground. Ball comes out from underneath your butt. Block comes out from underneath your butt. Microphone comes out from behind your back. We're gonna lay on our backs. Oh, Your knees are bent. Okay, we are going to straighten our right leg. We're going to keep our left leg bent. Abs are nice and tight. We're going to bump our hips over to the left. We're going to let our right leg swing over to the right. We're going to go in the spinal rotation. Chest is up, abs are nice and tight. You can move your head back and forth to make sure no energy is being taken up into your face. That should be in your lower extremities, lower half of your body, and in your abs. You should be smiling because you're happy, and you know it. Keep breathing. Just feel what it feels like to twist. This is asymmetrical load on your lungs, so practice breathing. This will help you open up one lung more than the other. Smiles are up. And we switch sides. So come back to center. You're going to now straighten your left leg, bend your right leg, bump your hips over to the right. You're going to let your knee drop off to the left. Move your head around to make sure you're not accidentally pulling work into your face or your jaw. It's going to stay in your abs. It's going to stay in your back, your butt, behind your shoulders. It's not going into your face. Nothing's in your face because we work so hard on it. And now you're breathing that asymmetrical load into the lungs. Keep breathing. And now come back to center. You're going to lay flat back against the ground. See what the ground feels like. See if you pulled the work accidentally into your neck. It should not have gone there. Just breathe. We're going to finish out this last piece as you lay on your roller lengthwise. Butt is on the roller, head's on the roller. Maria's on the roller.
Round seems just fine.
Abs are nice and tight, shoulder blades are down and back. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. Feet are parallel, knees over tops of feet. First chakra, your pelvic floor is on. Second chakra, your lower abs is where you're breathing through. Third chakra, you're closing up your rib cage as you draw your shoulder blades down and back. And now you're just going to let the fascia and muscles of your face completely relax as you breathe. Notice if you carry more tension off of the left side of your face or your right side of your face. If you need to loosen anything out in these last few moments, you can do that on your face. Keep breathing. Keep first, second, third chakras on. Keep your chest open. Shoulder blades down and back. And notice if you put your tongue against the roof of your mouth, it's actually easier to breathe without activating facial muscles by breathing through your nose. feel the breath coming in and out of the body. Feel what it feels like to have your facial muscles be activated but also relaxed. To have full consciousness of what you're doing with your face, such an integral part of body language. To have your head over the top of your body. And breath easily integrated. I'm going to sit up. You guys stay on your backs. Feel what it feels like to have a serene facial expression. Right now, in this day and age, we're on informational overload. We react to everything we see, and we're supposed to have a response to it, whereas we probably don't know what they're even talking about. So feel what it feels like to be in your center, with your face completely serene. Feel what it feels like to manage a slight smile. You guys have done a most amazing job, as always. On behalf of Maria and me, thank you for being here. Thank you for being willing. Thank you for doing all the crazy things that we do. We appreciate you so very much. Thank you and namaste.
Namaste.